Hi everybody, welcome and thanks for joining us today on Energy Catalyst TV. Today we are having a chat with Heather and Louise Rees-James from Tour Gaia, and they're going to tell us all about this incredible tour experience that they provide for people on Tour Gaia, which I understand is both incredibly unique and very enlightening. So we're very much looking forward to finding out a lot more about that. So tell us, first of all, ladies, before we even start, I just want to say you are looking both incredibly swish today. Loving the hair for both of you, very much popping. Just needed to say.
Well, thank you,
Thank you, Claire.
Yeah,
just get it all going out there.
Nothing like a bit of wave surfing with the hair.
Nice, very nice.
Very good.
Okay, so tell us who and what is Tour Gaia?
Well, Tour Gaia is us. I mean, I guess it was my brainchild, but we've been actually, working with travel and sacred site experiences for some time. And it's Louise and myself, and Tour Gaia is really unique and enlightening travel. It's travel with a difference.
Okay, so I want to know a little bit more about that. But before we go there, I want to know, I guess if I'm going to go on a wonderful tour, from what you're saying, I'd like to know a little bit about your background. So how did you come into this type of tour?
It was a bit like drawing a lottery, wasn't it, Lou?
Yeah. Heather's been doing working as a tour leader, somebody who directs tours for about 5 years now, working with American companies and taking people around not only New Zealand but Australia and Fiji as well. Together, we've done, through our own company, which is Ascension Explorers and Energy Catalyst, we've done our own sacred site tours around New Zealand. And we've been doing that together since about 2010.
I think our first trip we did together was Sacred Sites. It was about in 2010. So we've got a lot of experience working with people, and myself personally working with other international groups as well, doing travel program direction and trip leading.
Okay, so what's been your biggest buzz in that experience?
Buzz as in, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
For me, it's when I have connected with a group and they've been really into it, and we've had all sorts of things happening, all sorts of experiences, energetic experiences happening with the land, happening with Gaia, and people going, oh my God, this is amazing. And you could just see the sparks of growth, the sparks of like, this is so memorable, I'm not going to forget it.
Well, so this doesn't sound like your ordinary tour. In fact, I'd say it sounds extraordinary what you're doing there. So in terms of that level of uniqueness, what is that uniqueness and enlightening experience that people have? What is it?
Well, unique because we, with our giftings, are providing sort of deeper access into the different realms of experience with our planet. So, we're marrying up ancient culture, ley lines, magnetics, meditation time, cutting edge scientists, and Louise.
Because I bring transmissions through. When I get onto certain pieces of land, I'll get downloads. And so I can share what universe is showing me and speaking through me. And that just adds that added extra bit of insight to the different places that we go to. And it normally, what touches me the most is when I come back into sort of like normality. And the lives, people just oh wow, that has changed my life. They change while they're on tour with us,
So that sounds like an incredible benefit that I'm not likely to get on any other tour, I have to say.
I haven't heard of it too much.
No, I would say it's pretty unique. So that's definitely a point of difference. So I can hear people already probably listening to this and going, this is what I'm looking for. So that's really exciting stuff.
Another unique thing, if I can just say, is that we don't take large groups of people. It's normally small groups.
Yeah, we only want a dozen people really plus ourselves. That's probably enough, and that makes it pretty intimate and gives people an opportunity also to have real connection with the other travellers.
Lovely. So those are some of the benefits. What other benefits are there for people as well? What else can you let people know?
Well, people will experience great growth depending on what they're open to. They'll have a lot of awakenings, a lot of growth, a lot of spiritual awareness, I guess we can call that, connection with Gaia, connection with other people, experiences that you wouldn't normally have with the on and off the bus type travel experience, or this hotel or that hotel. But not to forget that we also combine that with, you know, your wildlife, your nature, your experiences of the local cuisine and the local indigenous culture. All of that's really a big part of it as well.
And we're not backpackers either.
No.
You know, so, you know,
Done that.
when we do our tours, we look for anywhere between a 3 and a 4-star hotel,
Sometimes
or accommodation. Sometimes we'll bump it up to 5.
That's right.
You know,
because
because
it's even more attractive right now.
you know, yeah, the uniqueness is the fact that it is slightly different, and you get our quirky attitude and behavior as well.
Great. Fantastic. Yeah, it's very exciting. So you've got a big tour coming up, haven't you, this year? What does that tell us about?
We have September 2019, September the 4th to be exact. We kick off our Sacred Sites Africa tour. We're starting off Johannesburg, Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls, then back to Johannesburg, where we have a special cutting-edge researcher and scientist, and Michael Tellinger's going to spend the best part of 3 days with us, speaking about the ancient land and his different artifacts that he's uncovered and the knowledge that he's brought to the surface.
And then following on to that, we're going to go to Cape Town. For those who would like to join us in Cape Town, we're going to be celebrating equinox in Cape Town in some of what they call the Ascension Caves. And I'm really looking forward to that, because I've already had information that there's going to be those that are going to be present. They're going to be getting some activations, and it's going to be really awesome. So I'm excited about that.
We've got game drives as well.
Sorry?
Hawangi National
Game
Park.
drives.
Not gay drives.
Just game
That
drives.
might appeal to some. But it's game drives, yeah, absolutely. We're doing the wildlife thing, we're doing the nature and scenery thing, we're combining all of that with a deep connection. Africa, of course, for those of you that don't know, is pretty much the birthplace of humanity, and it's got some very, very deep history, a lot of it that's been hidden. So with our meditation, our downloads, or alternative communication, we're going to be tapping into a lot of real connection there, and it's going to be mind-blowing for a lot of people as well. We know that in a positive way.
Yay. And so for you, Lou, too, that, you know, double exciting, because you were born in Africa.
That's right, I was born in Zimbabwe, and it's great to be going back to my homeland. I mean, I've been back before now, but to take people there and share with them the intensity of the energy, the beautiful nature, the beautiful countryside, but also to show them the deep vortexual energies in Victoria Falls, also Matobos Hills where we're going, the Zimbabwe ruins. All of these places are very, very special and unique, and I've always felt a high impact of energy whenever I've been there. So to be able to share that with people is particularly mind-blowing for me.
Okay, so I'm sure a few people are probably thinking that when you mentioned about bringing in the energies, and we know that you are an international communicator in terms of bringing in those energies, people may be wondering, just, you know, what sort of energies are we talking about? You know, the guys that are with you, you know, can you tell us a bit more about that?
Certainly. I work with mainly with 2 ascended masters, Katumi Lal Singh and Safita, who is also known in other circles as Adamus or Saint Germain. They work with me quite a bit. They've brought a lot of information through over the years. I also work with the Galactic team, Ashtar from the Galactic Federation, other galactic members, Elise and Rachnor, from the Lyran group of people. And so there's a whole lot of different entities that sort of connect. And my largest group that I am being told, and I get the sense they're really excited to come along and join us, is the Council of Many Councils. Now, the Council of Many Councils basically incorporates virtually all the species and the galactic and the human galactics and the star families and all the rest of it. And they've come through at various places to bring specific information about specific places that we've been to for case in point, here in New Zealand, when we've gone to the Temple of the Four Winds, we've had them visit us and bring information. So yeah, so that's a little bit about what's happening.
So, but you told me that you were already sensing the potentials of what may happen or come through.
Yeah, I've
Oh, can you give us a little bit of a
I reckon.
preview?
All right. What I'm sensing is that I'm definitely getting that when we sort of hit the vortexual energy of Victoria Falls. I believe the council are going to come through there. They're going to sort of start to activate people, and there's specific light language activations that will be given to people there. Moving on to there, we're going to go to the Zimbabwe ruins. When we reach there, that is my personal understanding, my personal belief. That it is rooted in the Anunnaki lifestyle and creation. And the council has said that there's a particular group that has not yet spoken a lot through me. They've spoken once or twice, and they're going to be coming through with some information about that area. And then we've also got Matobas Hills, which is a very sacred place for the traditional or the local people of the Bulawayo region. It's very spiritual, so I'm really looking forward to going there and seeing what happens there. I've got a feeling that we're going to be getting some information coming through when we go to Joburg, in Nelspruit actually, which is where the stone circle and everything is.
The stone circle, now that's Adam's calendar.
That's Adam's calendar.
And now that's a treat, can I just say, because Adam's calendar is what is thought to be the oldest man-made megalithic calendar on the planet.
Think
Stonehenge, but much older.
Wow.
And so lots of energy transpires there. There's been all sorts of instant healing, recollections and things like that. So yeah.
But Claire, I'd also like to point out that even though I'm going to be sort of bringing information through at set places, I know the team that I work with energetically, and bring on the dinner table and the comfort and just that relax. They're going to pop through and they're going to be talking to the people around the table. How was your day? How did you find this? What did you find challenging? Why did you, and having that intercommunication, and also bringing through relevant information for the people that are there for the time. And helping them unlock, helping them understand, helping them transition, helping them do what they need to do. So it's not just, we're going to go on tour and it's going to be some information there, and there. It's going to be very, very intimate with not only Heather and I being there, but also the Ascended Masters and the group and the energies that I work with.
Wow, it sounds like a very personal and transformative experience, as well as incredibly cosmic.
Absolutely.
You've hit the nail on the head, because, when you do the drop-down box with Google or anything else we have to fill in about tour guide, they go, travel company, and I go, it's more than. The closest I've been able to get is wellness.
Oh, wow, really? That doesn't
W-E-L-L. Wellness travel is the big thing at the moment, Claire.
Call it wellness as in W-O-W.
Yeah, we could go wellness travel. Yeah, exactly. I'm still looking for that drop-down box. I'm going to have to speak to Google and develop it.
Wellness, yep. It's exactly what it is. It's a wellness tour.
Yeah.
How incredibly exciting. So I'm sure there's a lot of people interested right now. So how do we get them to start getting themselves booked up and things happen?
Okay. Well, that's the big thing. It's easy. Tourgaia.com, TOURGAIA.com. Go there, have a look, see the itinerary. It's all up there for September, Africa. If you can't do that one, go down, scroll down, and at least send us an email and say, I want to do your next one, which could be India, by the way, with Katumi. But, so do that. Facebook, Tour Gaia 11. 11's a great number, Tour Gaia 11. And you will see us on Facebook as well. There's plenty of information out there.
And also the obvious thing I'm going to say is that underneath this little blurb that we're sort of communicating through now, there's going to be a link down here.
So, all I can say right now is sign me up. Or should I say beam me up?
we can do both.
We can do both. We'll sign you up and beam you up at the same time. We've actually had a lot of interest. And we do have an early bird special. I don't know when this video is going to be going out, but we've got it until February the 29th. And then we're pulling it. So this is your incentive to get yourselves signed up and going.
Absolutely.
All right, brilliant. Okay, look, thank you so much. Is there anything else that we need to know at this stage, or we've covered most of that off for everybody?
I think we've covered most
I think
of it.
we've covered it, but you've come to the right place if you're looking for something unique, something enlightening, travel, sacred sites, and a whole lot of growth, a whole lot of adventure, something very different from, I don't believe there are any other travel places that are doing it exactly the same way, in the same depth, plus fun that we're going to be doing it.
And when you're there, you're going to meet people that could potentially become lifelong friends. So
wonderful. So thanks, Heather and Louise. That is incredibly insightful and I'm sure very exciting for a lot of people who are listening in. And for those of you listening in, and thanks very much for joining us, and hopefully you'll be joining the tour as well. So
Cool.
thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Claire.